Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss the third problem of Leetcode Weekly Contest 442, which is find the minimum amount of time to brew potions. So we are given two integer address skill and mana of length n and m respectively. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to brew m potions. Okay, in order. This is important, in order. Each potion has a mana capacity of mana j, and it must pass through all the wizards in order also. Okay. Now the time taken for the ith wizard to for the jth portion will be skill I into mana j. Okay, since the viewing process is delicate, we have to pass the next wizard immediately after the current wizard completes their work. Okay, so let's take the one first example. We'll understand it better. What we have to find, we have to find the minimum amount of time to brew all the potions. So let's take the first example where skill is 1 5 2 and 4 and mana is 5 1 4 2. Okay, so we are starting our uh, first portion or zeroth portion at time 0. So wizard 0 is done by the total time taken will be 1 into 5 5. So wizard 0 will be done by 5 units. Okay, wizard 2 will be done by 5 into 5 after 25 minutes. So 25 5 plus 5 30. After 30 units, wizard 1 will be done. Wizard 2 will be done 2 into 5 10 40, and wizard 3 will be done 4 into 5 60. Now here comes the important part. Okay, now you might think this is also explained here, but let me explain again. So you might think that user 0 can start after 5 minutes of time, right? User 0 has already completed their work by 5, and he can really start at 5 and for the portion 1, and then after 5 plus 1 6, after 6 units he can start portion 2. But that is not the case. Let's say he has started at unit 5. Okay, he has started at unit 5. The total time taken will be now 5 plus 1 will be 6. Okay, now but wizard 0 is not done by 6. Okay, wizard 1 is not done by 6 because wizard 1 will be brewing the first portion from 5 to 30, right? Wizard 1 will be brewing the portion from 5 to 30. So if we pass the first portion to the wizard 1, he will not do their work, he can't do their work. And there is a constant mentioned here is that the for a specific portion, the next wizard should start the work immediately after the previous wizard has done their work. Okay, so that's why we can't really start at 5. Okay, we have to start at 52. Why? Because this is mentioned here. Let's say after 50 we have start, then wizard 2 is done with their work with the first portion, but wizard 3 will still be working on the zeroth portion till time t equals to 60. Okay, that's why we can't really start at any time before 52. Now we have to, so what the problem comes down into is that we have to just find the starting time of each portion. If we are able to find the starting time of the each portion, then our problem is solved. We'll just let's say we have find the starting time for the last portion, then we'll just add the specific value of the time ij. Okay, like 86 plus 2 88 plus 10 98. There is nothing else. Okay, so we have to just find the starting time. This problem is quite straightforward. We have to just find the starting time for each portion. And the how we are finding the starting time is what I am going to discuss next. Okay, so let's say the wizard 3 is done by at 60. Okay, wizard 3 is done by at 60. So this means that he can't really start his work before 60. Okay, now for the next portion. Okay, for the next portion, what are the total time taken till it comes to wizard 3? Total time it comes to wizard 3 is nothing but, okay, let's say we are at let me take this. Let's say we are at ith portion. Okay, we are at the ith portion. Okay, now ith portion, user I is completing. Let's say user I is completing at time t. User j, let's say user j is completing at time tj. Okay, tj, user j is completing his work. Now there is a I plus 1 portion. Okay, I plus 1 portion. For the I plus 1 portion, the first wizard is taking, let's say, time I plus 1 1. Similarly, user 2 is taking time I plus 1 2, like that. Okay, now till the portion reaches the jth wizard, the total time taken will be, let's say this is the starting time for the ith portion, let's say si plus 1. So the total time taken will be nothing but starting of I plus 1. Okay, starting of I plus 1 plus nothing but summation of time I plus 1, time I plus 1, and till j time I plus 1 till j minus 1. So time I plus 1 from I equals to let's say j equals to 1 to our this value of j, capital J minus 1. Okay, so till j equals to 1 to capital value of j minus 1, we are taking the summation of this value. Okay, so now you can see that this value is not changing, this value is fixed, because time ij value is nothing but skill j into mana j, skill I j into mana I plus 1. Okay, this value is fixed, this value we can pre-calculate. Okay, so only the variable thing is si plus 1. Okay, now if we trying to find this value of si plus 1, so this will be nothing but tj should be less than equals to, now tj should be less than equals to this, then si plus 1 should be greater than equals to, okay, so si plus 1 should be greater than equals to tj minus this summation value. Okay, this value of summation. Okay, so this value is already known, and we have already counted the value of tj. Okay, now this is quite straightforward. We'll just take the summation and subtract it from tj, and we will get the value of si plus 1. So we have to find the maximum value of si plus 1 for all the value of this tj. So we can take the maximum value of this tj minus summation, maximum value of this tj minus summation, and we will get our starting value of the next portion. Okay, so let me go to the code, you will understand it better. Okay, so this code is also straightforward. Okay, so we are taking pre is nothing but this summation. Okay, this summation. Okay, so what I am doing, I am iterating over each value of the portion, and our let me take some time. Okay, so I was explaining the code, so let me iterate through again. So what we will do, we will just iterate over all the portions one by one, and for each portion we'll try to find what is the starting time of the next portion. Okay, so pre I is nothing but pre I or pre j is nothing but what is the sum of the time ij. Okay, I have explained time ij here. Okay, so sum of the time ij that will be in the prefix of j. Okay, so we are using one based indexing here, that's why I am doing prefix j plus 1 equals to prefix j plus skill j into mana of I plus 1. So we are trying to find the summation for the next portion. Okay, now our in time will be in time is for the current portion, in time will be skill j into mana I. Okay, for the current portion. Now our starting time will be the in time for the current portion minus summation in time of the current portion, which is tj, minus the summation which is present in the prefix j. Okay, prefix j, here one part is important. You might think that prefix j is for the current portion, summation for the current portion, but no, this prefix j we are taking till j minus 1. So we are using one based indexing, right? That's why we are taking prefix j. Prefix j is nothing but j minus 1. Okay, and at the end we are returning the end value. Okay, I hope you got the explanation and the code. If you have any doubt in any part of the code or explanation, you can always ask in the comment section. I'll try to reply each and every comment. I'll also provide the link of the code in the description box, you can check that out. If you find this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also share among your peers. Thank you.